Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. Today is Monday, January 25th. This is Talent Talk. We have a special guest for you today. I am Jurgen. With me also is
your boy, Steve.
What's up, Steve Dog? What's up, Jurgen? And I'm Dave. We are your on-screen team today, and we can't forget our Christy in the back holding it up. Woo woo.
holding it up, holding it down, just
right.
Keep it flowing.
Yeah, she's posing. You can't see her, but she's posing. I see her. All good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, how was your weekend? We got through a weekend last week in January, which is absolutely crazy how fast things are moving. You guys have a good weekend last week, or a good weekend this past weekend?
It's always a good weekend, but it was a fast flowing weekend. I think you asked me what happened this weekend. I don't necessarily know, but I know there were playoff games yesterday for the football. So
it was like a weekend full of sports. They had the playoff games yesterday, and then they had some UFC stuff going on Saturday. So it was just a time.
Conor McGregor. You could say he didn't make it to the end, but I mean, he kind of did because it ended when he was done, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and I am not the one, like you guys can tell, I'm not like the sportsy person, but I did see that he lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like wow.
Yeah.
Did you actually watch the fight, Steve? Or
I did.
Oh,
yeah.
That would have been interesting to see live.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Yeah.
It
was until it wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually there though. Steve wasn't really. Steve, you were really actually there?
It's Fight Island. I only wish.
Just chilling in Dubai.
That's right. That's right.
Well, we'll get started today on this week's Talent Talk. We do have a guest that is joining us, and we're really excited. She was here before, and right when we were in the midst of our shutdown, and we're having her back today, and we're going to be talking about home warranties. And we have a trivia question, don't we, Steve?
Yes, we do. So today's trivia question is, what's the number one improvement project homebuyers undertake within 3 months of purchasing a home? Is it A, installing a new roof? Is it remodeling the kitchen? Is it updating the master bedroom? Or is it changing the landscaping? Drop your answer in the comment section. Maybe some feedback on maybe what you did when you first bought your home. We'd love to hear that.
Isn't it always replacing the roof when you first get your home?
That seems to be like before buying it.
Let's drop a quick 10 grand just to,
You know what? I think it's honestly replacing the toilets. Like I want all new, you buy a house and it's used, all new toilets. You gotta have new toilets. I don't know. Anyway.
What were the choices again?
What were
the choices again?
What are the choices? New roof, kitchen, bedroom, landscaping. There's toilets aren't on there. Just throw them all out.
Well, I mean, it depends on where your toilets are located. They could be on the roof. They could be in the kitchen. It's a very multi-use room.
Oh my goodness. Well, want to go ahead and bring our guest in today. So she has been with American Home Shield. We're bringing in Pam Olague from American Home Shield. She's been with the company for 17 years, and she is so knowledgeable. We've had her on before. She was I want to say I feel like it was August, and she was in her backyard, and we've been, and here we are again, remotely joining. But she has definitely been a great resource for us in the office and our clients in regards to home warranty services and coverage. So there's some things that are happening and things that have changed. And so we want to have her back on to give us the latest and greatest updates with Home Warranty World. So without further ado, let's bring on our friend, Pam Olague.
Oh, hey, Pam. We have two different things going on.
Yes,
She's on one screen, and it looks like she's coming in on the other screen.
Can you hear us?
Okay, let's see.
Right in the middle of my wonderful introduction. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can you
We
guys hear me?
love. Yes, we can hear you now. Yes. Good morning. We're
Technology is so fun. Good morning.
Yeah.
How are you all today?
We are very well. We are good. How are you?
Oh, and Pam, you may not hear this very well, but I think we're probably gonna. You may want to log off and log back in, and we'll just.
A bit of snow on the ground over here.
Oh,
Okay, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. I think we're gonna drop Pam off.
yeah.
We're gonna pull her back in. I think we're just gonna get her on the phone line
Okay.
here in just a
I will
moment.
do that.
Okay.
I'll log off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, what I think we can do now is, I will play the role of Pam Olague. Hi, guys. Now,
I actually have her on.
I was so looking forward to doing this.
You were looking forward to it?
I was. What do you want to know about home warranties?
It's like role playing on another level here.
Pam, I have you on the speaker. So what we're going to do is we are improvising. So I have Pam on speakerphone here. And Pam, can you give us a little bit of a count? Can you hear us?
I can hear you perfectly, yes.
Yeah.
And you can hear her fine?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. And Pam, I am disappointed now because I was going to play Pam Olague today from American Home Shield, and I'm going to have to say that for another day now.
You will. If I can come to a business meeting sometime, you can do it then, right?
Okay, perfect.
He's going to have to get dressed up, which we don't put that past Jurgen. He will actually get dressed, and I don't know who's going to look like the better Pam. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you for the grace as we manage the tech world and obviously connection issues. So, but we're really glad to have you, and we know that American Home Shield has been around for many, many years and has done some tweaks and things with their home warranty program. But can you tell us a little bit about what a home warranty is and how maybe it's different from like homeowners insurance? I think people kind of get those two terms twisted a little bit. So
That's a really common question, and people do get those confused, especially the consumer. They'll say, why would I need a home warranty when I already will have homeowners insurance? But they're actually two very different things. So homeowners insurance is going to cover your home if something happens to it that is completely unplanned. It's going to we had our windstorm last week, maybe a branch hit a window, or you had some flooding, or there was a fire, something of that nature. Whereas your your home warranty is completely different. What we cover for is covered systems that fail due to normal wear and tear. So in other words, you use your systems, and over time they begin to get older and they have a failure, and that's when you call your home warranty company. For example, this is one way I like to illustrate the difference. Let's say your client has a dishwasher and it fails when they're not at home, and during that failure, water goes all over the kitchen floor, it damages the flooring. it wicks up and damages the cabinets, your homeowner's insurance will come in and assess and take care of that water damage to your floors and cabinetry. They're not going to replace or repair your dishwasher, whereas your home warranty company is going to repair or replace your dishwasher if it failed due to normal wear and tear, but they're not going to do anything regarding your secondary damage. Does that answer the question?
Absolutely. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Steve?
So, Pam, we're talking about home warranty versus the homeowner's insurance and the property itself. What types of properties actually qualify for coverage?
So home warranties will cover, and we will not cover commercial property, but we will cover single family homes, townhomes and condominiums, mobile homes and manufactured homes. A lot of people don't realize we will cover a mobile home in a park. We'll cover a plex property up to a fourplex. What we don't cover is we don't cover floating homes. We do cover a tiny home. You would do it like a mobile home. So just other than commercial properties, apartment buildings, and floating homes are the only types of property that we do not cover. So if a home is a single family home, but it is used as they run a commercial business out of it, and by that I don't mean just working from home as we've all been doing, but they actually run a commercial business where they have clients entering the home, then that would not be covered.
Okay.
That's good.
I saw Jurgen, smirk when you said floating home, and I'm thinking, okay, Jurgen, don't go there. I know where your head is.
No, it's already flooded, right? Well, you mentioned like the exploding pipe or such. I mean, that's a floating home technically at the end, right?
Yes, it is.
Pam, the whole thing with COVID. So we had some property managers on a little while ago, and just talking about property management and homeowners, and they were talking about the number of calls because people during the pandemic, they're home so much more, and the things that they might normally have ignored or just not even have noticed that were going on in the home, they become really big things because they're at home, they see it, and they're just it becomes either annoying or an issue for them. With home warranty, considering the things that you cover through the home warranty, did you also see an increase in claims, or pretty much has it stayed steady through the pandemic, or what maybe have you seen different during this past time?
Oh my goodness, 2020. No, it has not stayed steady at all. This has just been, well, it's been an incredible year and challenging in a lot of ways for everyone. But for home warranty companies and repair companies in general, it has been especially challenging due just to what you said. People are home, and it's not even so much that they're necessarily noticing things. They are using their systems so much more often. Think about it. Like when you would go to work in the morning, most of us would turn our heat down for the day, and the heat would run low, and then you turn it on when you were home. Now we're home all day long. We're using our heating and our cooling all day long. We're cooking more. Our plumbing, we're using way more than we used when people were going to work. So in 2020, American Home Shield had over 5 million dispatches. And by a dispatch, that's when one of your clients calls us and says they have a problem and they need a technician to come out. And that is a record, far and above any that we've ever had.
How is that comparative to previous years?
I'm sorry?
How does that compare to previous years? Like, is that doubling or?
I don't know if that number's doubling, but I can give you some percentages in just appliances alone. So in appliances in 2020, we replaced 56% more than the prior year parts.
Wow.
And we replaced almost 30% more replacing appliances than in 2019. Which
is that because appliances were just worse in 2020?
No, it's because everyone was using them so much more, and it became even more of a challenge because during March, April, May, the supply chain was basically shut down in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
So manufacturing companies were behind. So parts were behind, actual appliances were behind. We had meetings in August with all of our HVAC folks, and they said normally in August they're manufacturing furnaces, preparing for winter. Well, in August of 2020, they were still manufacturing air conditioners and air conditioning parts. So they were anticipating still being behind through this coming winter of 2021.
Wow.
It's going to take us a bit to get caught up. And that is resulting in some slowdowns and some longer times for things to be repaired.
Wow.
Not just through American Home Shield, but through just repair companies in general.
And David, what is going on just above your head?
That's my phone. I know. Glad
I
you're
saw something like peeking in there. I was like, what is that? So sorry, Pam. And over to you, Davina.
I have a floating phone. It's just hovering, So as long as everyone can hear Pam well, then we're happy. As long as Pam can hear us. So some of the things that you actually talked about are covered, and it's typically systems like heating coverage, like you can add certain coverages. Can you tell us a little bit about what some of the things that are coverage and maybe some add-ons and what's new? There's some new things that are being added on that AHS is bringing that they've never done before. Can you talk a little bit about coverage as a whole?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have 3 different plans currently, and one of our plans covers your major systems, the things that are really important in a home, and a failure could be very, very expensive. So that's your heating, your cooling, your plumbing, electric, water tank, and ductwork. And then our next step up, we add appliances. So we don't just add the built-in appliances like most warranty companies. We add what I would consider most typical appliances you see in the home. So we add your built-in appliances in your kitchen, but also your washer, dryer, refrigerator. So even if the new buyer brings their own washer, dryer from their previous home, that would be covered if you have a plan including appliances. And then our Shield Complete adds the kind of extras that I would say some homes may or may not have, but what we have added to our Shield Complete as of February 1st is coverage for coolant related to air conditioners or heat pumps. So currently today, if a homeowner has a repair on their AC or their heat pump, they are responsible for anything over $10 per pound of their coolant. So if the coolant is $30 per pound, we pay $10, they pay $20. If they have the Shield Complete moving forward after February 1st, there will be no customer coolant charges. We will cover no matter what the cost per pound is. If it's $130 per pound and they need coolant because they've had a leak, we will cover that. So that's huge, and that's a great reason if your client has either air conditioning or a heat pump to make sure you Shield Complete, because it's going to save them down the road. And then we have options that a buyer can add. You can add a well and septic option. Pool and spa options are available. You can add an extra refrigeration unit. We have electronic coverage through Asurion, which covers TVs, laptops, tablets, gaming systems within the home that the customer brings to the home. We don't need to know how many or what they are. It's just a flat rate for the coverage. But what we've added in February 1st is roof coverage. So we've added roof leak coverage. It's an additional $100, and it covers a roof leak due to normal wear and tear. They're not going to re-roof their whole home, so and it's for buyer only. So don't get excited for all those sellers that need a brand new roof. That would be too good to be true. But we will cover, if the buyer adds it, we will cover if they have a leak. There is a limit. There's a $1,500 limit. So obviously they're not re-roofing their whole home. But yeah, so that's great because I get asked about that a lot because here in Washington, roofs are a big deal. We have a lot of normal wear and tear on our roofs.
That's true. And there's also do you still have the rekey option in there too?
Yes, the rekey is part of every plan, no matter which plan you choose. It's a buyer only. They don't have to add the option. They reach out to American Home Shield. They pay the service fee. We will send out a technician to rekey 6 locks all the same and provide them with 4 keys. But if they have something else that they want the tech to do and the tech's already on the way out, when they schedule, they can say, hey, I have this I have this shop back in the, behind my house, and I'd like to have that rekeyed as well. Could I just pay the difference and have that done at the same time? That saves them that trip charge for having them come out special just to rekey their shop. Maybe it has a different lock or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Pam, you mentioned it's certain of these add-ons are available to buyers only. If you wanted to, or a homeowner, could they purchase this home warranty anytime? This is a question from our audience.
Yes, so we have what you all as real estate professionals are familiar with is the real estate product. And that is something that is purchased while a home is on the market, transferring to a new buyer, and it can be purchased within 60 days of closing. However, let's say someone's been in their home for 2 or 3 years and their systems are starting to age and they think it might be a good time to get a home warranty. They can do that as well. And we call that our consumer product. It's sold strictly online and over the phone. They don't have brochures like what you typically see in your office. And they can go to ahswarranty.com, request a quote, and they can pay monthly as well. So the coverage is a little bit different. It's a little more expensive, and the consumer plan has a waiting period, which the real estate plan does not. Your real estate plan starts on the day of closing, or if you're having coverage for your seller, as soon as you sign up the listing. Whereas the consumer plan, they have a 30-day wait period from when they order it. So let's say they order it today, they couldn't call us for service until 30 days from today. And that's just to prevent someone from, oh, my dryer's broken, I think I'll put a home warranty on it and call tomorrow, that type of thing. So, and the other thing about the consumer plan, and this is why I always tell you to steer your clients that are your real estate clients away from it, it cannot be paid through escrow. It has to be paid with credit card. So it's just not a good fit for real estate if it's part of your purchase and sale.
Okay. And what's the process for applying for coverage, and how's that paid?
Well, for real estate, for you all, you can sign up for your warranties at our real estate professional site, which is pro.ahs.com. If you're not already registered, you register as a real estate professional, as a broker agent, and you will affiliate yourself with your office. And then you can order warranties for your clients online. You can update them online. You can edit them online. If you're the one paying for it, you can even pay for it online. It's a great system. The other way you can do it is to call our customer service and do it over the phone. Or you can send it to me or call me or email me, and I'd be happy to order it for you. Now, for your consumer clients that aren't part of a real estate transaction, their best bet would be to go online and say, request a quote. And then someone will call them and they can discuss their options.
Yeah. So, Pam, how are you doing this morning?
I'm great.
That's awesome. Are you happy to be on live and on the air at 8:43 in the morning?
I am happy to be. I wish I could have joined when I was supposed to, but next time.
Absolutely. Now, you know what? 2020 is actually done. We're officially in 2021 right now. And 2021 actually has a little significance for American Home Shield, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
What is that?
Well, it's because we have a new plan, new products, and I believe we have an anniversary.
Yeah. You are not a babe in the woods with this, right?
No. This American Home Shield actually started the home warranty industry, and it was started by real estate professionals in California. They were kind of sitting around, and one of them was complaining after the fact where he had to get out his checkbook and write a check for his buyer for one of the buyer's appliances. And they were complaining about this and came up with the idea of a home warranty company. So the home warranty industry was actually started by real estate professionals, And down in California, we were the first home warranty company to create. We created the industry, and we've been doing it for, gosh, I think it's our 45th.
It looks like I'm looking at it. It looks like 50 years.
Oh, it is our 50. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, 2020 fried my brain.
I know. I mean, you've only been there for 17 years. So, I mean, I can't. My
Yes,
goodness.
17, not 50.
No, not quite 50. I mean, you'd have started before you were born, right?
Exactly. That's
Yes.
the story, and I'm sticking with it.
We're going back in time.
Yes.
You know, one thing with the home warranty coverages, and somebody is thinking about whether or not to apply. So let's say we did what we do well, and we make sure that the buyer is covered. If somebody's about to make a claim, is there anything that they can do to help make the process smooth, easy when they're making a claim? Like, what's the best way to do the claim service and to follow up?
I think the very best way is to make the claim online. It's faster, it's easier. It depends on when the home is closed. So if they're making a claim, let's say 30 days or 60 days after the home is closed, the best way to do is to create their own account with their own home warranty policy. And we send them that information and tell them how to do that. They just go online, they create the account. Let's say they have a son or daughter living with them that they want to be able to make decisions regarding their home warranty. They can add them at that time. They can add additional phone numbers and emails. And then they can track the status of their claim as well. They can see where it is in the process. Oh, I see they've assigned the contractor. Contractors called me to schedule. Well, I didn't get that call, but it says they have. Maybe I better check on it, or something like that. That is the best and easiest way. However, if they need a claim like 2 days after closing and they haven't gotten their information from us, they can't set up that. I would suggest either the best way is to either just go online and do it, or they can call our service number, and it's an automated system and they can do it that way.
Nice. So you may be 50 years old as a company, but you're totally modern.
There you go. It's changed a little bit over 50 years.
All right, Davina. And we've got just getting close to a wrap here. So
yes, and we know over the years that, and I think the last time that you were on, you shared some stories with us. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind that you would like to share in regards to a story where someone, it could be something funny, something weird, feel good, whatever. What comes to your mind? Any stories that you can share with us that you've encountered or you've heard about AHS?
Well, I have a million funny stories that I have a whole presentation of calls that we've received that are kind of funny, where people maybe haven't quite understood their home warranty coverage. One thing that I want to just remind all of you as real estate brokers, that your clients can call me at any time to explain or go over or let them know what the warranty coverage is, how it works, what it covers, because you all are their real estate experts. You don't need to be their home warranty experts, and that way you can send it to me and take some of the pressure off. I had an attorney once that one of my real estate brokers sent to me, and I think we had maybe 5 or 6 emails back and forth where he'd highlight portions of the contract and ask me to explain them. I'm not an attorney, but I do know my contract fairly well, so I was able to do that. But he was just very analytical, and he wanted to know what was covered, what was not. I really encourage you all to think about listing coverage. I know listings are going so quickly that most sellers aren't interested in doing that right now, and I really don't blame them. The time that I sometimes see it coming to be of value for the buyer and the seller is, let's say there is a home that has multiple offers and it sells well over ask. And I think you all can agree that sometimes when a buyer purchases the home at a higher price than it was listed, they have a little bit higher expectations of what's going to happen with the inspection. So oftentimes they really want a lot of things repaired during the inspection. And whenever a furnace or a water heater is over 12 years old, the inspector always says it's nearing the end of its natural life. We want a new, well, the buyers paid so much more for this home, they want a new hot water heater.
Yeah.
Seller's not going to do that. They don't need to. The hot water heater is still working, but that's where you sometimes see that warranty negotiated in. No, Mr. Buyer, we're not going to provide you with a new hot water tank just because it's 13 years old. However, we will pay for this. So that's the time that I often see sellers willing to concession and pay a little bit for a home warranty in that scenario. And that happens all the time now, especially with the market that we've been in lately. I'm trying to think of a funny story. I think I might have told this one last time, but I had a lady, and her client was her broker was a John L. Scott broker who I knew very well. And I knew that her broker had not said this, but she said, my agent told me you covered everything. And she was very indignant. She called me personally because she called American Home Shield, and she was very indignant that I was not going to have someone come out and knock down her bee's nest. So there is some expectations that aren't quite, and I know that her broker had not said that, but she expected her bee's nest to be knocked down, and I wasn't going to go do that. So it didn't happen.
Really? Come on,
Really?
Pam.
Yeah, I'm not that full service.
Personal service, Pam. Come on now. I was kidding. Speaking of that really quickly, I have a client or a past client, and I was talking to her just last week, and I sold her a home in 2019. Last year, she had, I purchased coverage for her and or added it. I think actually we had the seller pay. I can't remember, but she had a home warranty intact in an American Home Shield home warranty intact. And she called me and we were talking the other day, and she was like, did I tell you American Home Shield was awesome? And I said, what happened? She says, I didn't tell you that I got a whole new refrigerator last year. Like, we moved into the house, and then a few months later, the refrigerator broke down, and I got a $2,500 refrigerator. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So it was just a couple weeks ago, heard that, and I was like, oh.
And then Davina just made a new warranty claim for herself.
Right. And I'm just, here you go. That is a good segue, because there is so all of these coverages have changed. Is this still, like, if you are a real estate professional, do we actually get to still do this, Pam? Get coverage on our homes if they're not even up for sale?
Yes. You do not have to go to the consumer product. You, as a real estate professional, that's one of the benefits you have. You can put the real estate product on at any time. Doesn't matter if your home's part of a sale or not. You can put it on your personal home. You can put it on your rentals. You can put it on your vacation home. Any home that you own that is single family, condo, townhome, mobile, you cannot put it on your Plex properties.
What about my floating home?
Pardon me?
Your floating duplex?
No, on your floating home. And what you would go about doing that is just reach out to me so I make sure you get coded as a real estate professional. And then the next year, you can continue to pay the real estate price year after year. Whereas your clients, the second year, their pricing is higher. Their renewal pricing is higher than the real estate price. So you do, as a real estate professional, would not have to pay that.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Excellent.
So if any of you are interested, please let me know. Reach out to me, and I would be happy to help.
Christy said that they replaced her water heater tank. The membership paid for itself. Absolutely love her home warranty. So
good. That's great to hear.
Wonderful. Thank you from Brian Smith. So
yeah.
Yep.
And Christy, are you able to put Pam's contact information up? Because I know it's time to wrap, because if we're going to get through the last couple things.
Yep. All right.
Okay, and there was a silent thumbs up in the back, so I had to relay that to everybody.
Yeah. So we are putting up your contact information, Pam. If anyone has any questions, they will be able to reach out and get more information about home warranties.
There we go.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. It's always a fun time. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Great day.
You too. Thank you.
Pam.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, and Christy's got that in. She's working on it now. And, she mentioned about the home inspectors and with the water heaters or furnaces, 10 to 12 years, that is approaching end of life on that. That made me think about, doctors and getting a physical. And I'm so glad physicals aren't like a home inspection. Like they're looking you over and going, okay, yeah, he's approaching end of life. You may want to get a replacement. Like just talking to your spouse.
Yeah.
For a newer model.
Spouse coverage there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you guys. So we've got our trivia question, and do we have our trivia question? Our trivia question for today is, give me 1 second. What's the #1 home improvement project home buyers undertake within 3 months of purchasing their home? Is it A, installing a new roof, B, remodeling the kitchen, C, updating the master bedroom, or changing the landscaping?
Oh, it's the easiest one on there has got to be changing the landscaping, right? No.
The answer is remodeling the kitchen. Ding, ding, ding. If you chose B, you are a wiener.
A what?
A winner.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say what?
He might have said whiner. I don't know.
You just called someone a hot dog for getting the right answer?
You're a winner.
Oh gosh.
Hot diggity dog.
Christy didn't pop in for the usually she pops in and does the trivia question. What happened to you today, Christy?
She's typing along. She's getting Pam's.
Yeah, between getting Pam's information up there, making sure that trivia question popped up, I was a little busy, but thank you for taking that on for me today. I appreciate it.
All right, you guys.
Steve, we got a couple of quick updates, and then
we do. So we'll jump in. Got a couple quick updates for the week on what's going on. So this Wednesday we have our office meeting, our business meeting for our brokers and John L. Scott Talent family, 9 a.m. On Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we have a career night. So if you're interested in getting into real estate or getting a real estate license, tune in. You could register either at our webpage or our John L. Scott Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll drop the link in the comments for that one.
Oh, Christy said we'll drop the link in the comments, so it'll be there for you. Also, we have our Facebook Friday. So we bring someone in the industry to talk about something relevant to real estate, so there'll be some good information. And then also on Friday, we have our Friday market update with Jurgen and Davina. They will be going over new listings coming on the market, what's going on within the Thurston, Pierce, King counties, and everything about real estate here in the area. So stay tuned in for that. And also the one last thing that we have is forums Friday at 9 a.m. If you're a real estate broker and you want to learn more about forums, this week we're going to be talking about the purchase and sale agreement and all the little details of the purchase and sale agreement. So tune in for that. We got lots of great stuff coming your way. Love to have you with us.
All right. As Jurgen's playing over there with his colors,
colors
trying to be distracting. So, all right. Well, here we are wrapping up another day with you guys, and truly appreciate the opportunity to just share and interact. So we love it when you guys ask questions, and we love to just have our guests on. And if there's any particular subject or subject matter you'd like to hear, drop us a message and let us know, and we will do our best to accommodate some of those requests. So Christy, you want to take us out today?
Oh, I got it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning into today's Talent Talk. Make sure you check our events tab. We have a bunch of awesome events coming up. And thank you for being on today. We'll see you on Friday. So are you guys ready in the count of 3?
Yes.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Vivo!
Bye, y'all.
See ya.